What's going on, guys? This is Tyler from Built Standards, and today, in today's episode, we are getting down with some carbon fiber. We're gonna hop in here. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, and you guys are gonna learn right along with me how to repair carbon fiber. You're gonna learn how to create a $400 an hour skill, and I'm gonna show you how and why that's the truth in this video. So we are transporting these carbon fiber parts over to our, now who wants to hear, who wants a story time with Tyler right now? You see this? You see that? This beautiful $4,000 Mclaren piece. There was nothing wrong with it when I bought the car. That's right. And my lovely nephew Jacob missed the video shot of how this happened. Offloading it off the tow truck, freak accident. The winch malfunctioned and just started going haywire and sucking the winch cable back in while we were trying to get the car off the tow truck. Drug the car off of the wood blocks that we were getting it off on, wrapped itself around this piece and cracked a $4,000 carbon fiber piece from. So yeah, step one is we're gonna hop in here, clean our paint off in our damaged areas, and try and get a really good idea of what needs to happen here. I mean, I'm not totally ignorant to how to do what we're about to do. I don't have vacuum molding equipment to do, you know, like a carbon fiber repair like that, or make carbon fiber parts, but I can do what's called wet layup, which is just you have the materials, you lay it up, you use resin, the sheets of carbon fiber. We're going to use a little bit of fiberglass just for like reinforcement along the back, and yeah, so we're going to hop in here and clean all this stuff up and kind of get a really good idea of what's going on, like how far do these cracks extend, and what panels can we get to the backside to reinforce them. I know the fender, we can't, it's double walled, we can't get to the backside, so it's just going to be a repair over the front. And this one is not like fitting up properly, so I'm going to have to get the other piece and see kind of how this corner comes together and how this is supposed to lay. Like, do I need to force it together like that when I repair it, or do I just need to repair it like that and make this radius proper? So yeah, let's hop on over here. Okay, we're making progress, guys, here. What I have is 80 grit sandpaper, and I'm coming into all of the damaged areas and stripping it down to the carbon fiber. So I'm also taking these areas that are all frayed out and have a bunch of loose pieces and knocking all the loose stuff off so we have a good surface to work with, similar to this here. Ready, guys? This, I will tell you, carbon fiber feels just like fiberglass in your skin. It feels just like little needles all in your skin. So don't do it in a t-shirt without a mask on and no gloves and no safety goggles. There we go. You got to get rid of all that loose shit, because you could do your carbon fiber repair and that loose shit could flake off underneath and cause cracks and problems. You got to get it big enough to where it's all solid. And this is where we ordered our composite supplies from West Composites. Alright, so first things first, we're going to do a layer of fiberglass. I know, you're putting fiberglass on carbon fiber, bro, what are you doing? Look, I saw it on YouTube, okay, it'll be fine. And my thought process here is I'm going to take this fiberglass and just kind of fill that up, since I can't get to the backside. And when I have my resin poured, mixed, I will pour it in there so that it saturates all of this, and it will harden and give some rigidity to the structure, or that two-layer thing that we can't quite get behind there. I'm going to lay our fiberglass down and kind of tap it into place so that it absorbs our resin. I said I'm no professional, and I'm anticipating this to, become one with that tape on the outside. I'm just trying to make it strong enough so that I can sand it off of the front after everything's cured before I put my final carbon fiber. Alright, we have our peel ply here, and the purpose of this is to get a smoother finish of the carbon fiber once it's cured. This actually gets peeled off after it's cured. Alright guys, so it was, I'm by myself. It is midnight, officially, after midnight. And it was very hard to get this filmed with all the crap on my hands and everything like that. So it went okay. We laid our first fiberglass down for the reinforcement, just for starters, and it's a lot more moldable so that we can get that like radiuses down where we need to and get all the curves and everything like that down. So we got that all laid down, and then we laid the carbon fiber on top of that. Some places we've laid multiple layers of the carbon fiber, most places. And then we laid the peel ply down over that, and I will bring you in here and show you back of the bumper here. You can see we have our peel ply laid down, and once we pull that off and grind and sand all those areas smooth, we will have a pretty good looking finish. We have our fender here that we were only able to repair from the outside, so I filled that crack up in there with the fiberglass material. Then I poured the resin in there, and then I laid a piece of carbon fiber over the top, and then the peel ply. So this edge here, we will be able to shape it. And same thing, pretty much same process down on all these parts on the floor down here. I'm not trying to do this in a hokey way where I'm using a bunch of fiberglass on carbon fiber and trying to make it seem like that's the right thing to do. I understand that it's not the way it was, and not even as good as it could be if I did have vacuum bagging capabilities, but for a wet layup is what this is called. I don't think it's too bad. I think it's going to be a good enough quality for the surfaces that we're dealing with. I mean, we're not dealing with a structural. We are not dealing with a exposed carbon surface. We are dealing with undershields, painted bumper pieces. The fender, yes, is a big part of the car, right? But it is painted. It is cosmetic. This stuff is going to look good. It's going to be strong. And I use really as little fiberglass as possible. I want to keep it all carbon, 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 carbon. But I want that just additional reassurance that I'm going to have that reinforcement and that strength that the fiberglass gives. And also when I'm trying to create these contours that are just missing because they were just disintegrated, I need the flexibility of that fiberglass to recreate that. I believe it to be a quality repair, and I will make sure it's a quality repair, whatever I have to do that. I don't cut any corners. So yeah, this is a learning experience, 100%. Like I said earlier, it is a learning experience, and I understand that. It doesn't mean I'm going to put an inferior product out. I will do whatever it takes to make sure the shit turns out right. This is an expensive car. This is my dream car, my first dream car, and I want it to be perfect. I'm not cutting any corners. I'm trying my hardest to do the best job that I'm capable of doing with the within reason, right? I mean, this stuff has to be repaired. That's why I'm fixing the car, and it's not a total. If I was replacing all this stuff, the dollars and cents wouldn't add up. So I'm gonna close it out tonight. It is late. I am tired. I've been up since 5 in the morning, and these 17-hour days are kicking my ass, but I know it's all gonna be worth it in the end when we are driving around our Mclaren 600 LT. going on, guys? This is Tyler from Built, and we are back with the recording. I'm in here with my nephew Jake, getting ready to finalize the body work and the repairs that we're doing to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 panels, and we're going to put some primer on them tonight officially. So fell off track a little bit with the filming, and I was really sick, and I've been here until like 2 in the morning multiple nights doing all this myself, so it's been very difficult, but we're back on track now, and we're going to keep documenting this process for you guys. So we've gone through and repaired all of the carbon fiber panels. We've reinforced them with a little bit of fiberglass. We've laid carbon fiber material in there with along with resin, and we had to just put a finish layer of body filler over the top of these to make sure we have a smooth and flawless finish. So right now we're sanding that down, making sure all our body lines are straight and square, and yeah, we're going to get ready to do some primer. So alright guys, so the process we're going through here, which I've already gone through on the fender, is we've taken our body line tool, which is basically a pencil and a little adjustable deal here, and you adjust it to where the pencil meets up with the body line, and you go along the edge of the fender or bumper piece in this case, whatever you're doing, and then you just draw your line out like this. You put guide coat on there, and then you block sand this right up to the line. Then you take the tape off and put the tape off on the other side, opposite side, and you block sand up to the tape this way. Alright, so as we can see, as I was doing there, I was using a wax and grease remover, an aerosol spray can, to not only clean the surface, but to give it a reflection, a shine, so I could see any waves or imperfections in the bodywork. And it's honestly looking really good. I have a very small spot to do a little glaze fill here, but I also want to fit this bumper up and make sure the line is perfect here. I don't know if I'm going to have to add or take away material there. But as far as the line goes, and the straightness within here where all that damage was, you know, I will say this about carbon fiber. Steel and even aluminum, when it gets hit and you look at it in the reflection, you can see where the damage extends to. Carbon fiber, on the other hand, or fiberglass would be similar. Obviously it got hit here, and if you look back at the pictures of the initial damage in the car, and when I bought it, it literally looked like it was damaged right here. Just, you know, just kind of scratched the surface, but that carbon fiber, it almost disintegrates when it gets hit and it gets broken. Very strong, but once it gets hit, it disintegrates. So not only does it disintegrate, when it flexes, it causes stress cracks. So basically this whole area here was cracked out. And I had to remove the entirety of the material from here up to about here, which I think we have pictures of. And I had to grind out all of the stress cracks and deterioration that happened in it from the flexing of it all the way up to here and all the way along here.
Ready?
Alrighty guys, that is going to conclude our video on carbon fiber repair for the Mclaren 600 LT, the built Mclaren 600 LT. The video capturing of this process was a little bit patchy because we went through some illnesses and we went through some difficulties and whatnot.
Mental illnesses.
Yeah, sure. Through the process of the whole thing, but the end result is absolutely gorgeous. So we have this nearly $20,000 fender here, and if you remember, it was completely disintegrated across the bottom edge and all the way up here. And basically the state that you see it in right now has gray sealer and clear coat applied to it. And I look at that as an underlayment, like a good base layer for all of our paint to go over. It's also a really good visual representation of what the paint and the bodywork is going to look like when the car's painted. I didn't want to paint the car with some pearly metallic color and then have some type of bodywork issue that needed to be reworked. So this is just a safety measure to get a really good look at everything, make sure everything fits properly, make sure we have no pinholes, make sure we have no waves, and this thing looks absolutely perfect. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and that you got some value out of the carbon fiber repair and all the repair that we've done to this McLaren. We still have some minor repairs to do in the paint department, and that's going to be the next video series, is the refinish process of this whole car. So make sure we better do a better job of documenting that for you guys. But don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're going to continue to put out quality content, and we will return the favor to you guys by continue to produce that, and we want you to be part of the crew here at Built. So smash that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.